The subject of mindset change is sometimes treated as an appeal for greater optimism or an invitation to repeat reassuring slogans about Africa's potential. I believe it is much more serious than that. Africa does not suffer from a shortage of optimistic declarations, and our people do not need to be persuaded that they are talented, resourceful, or ambitious. They demonstrate this every day, often under very difficult conditions. What is required is a change in the assumptions that govern our public institutions, our financial systems, our economy's choices, our partnership, and above all, our collective expectations of ourselves. For too long, Africa has been described through the language of deficiency, a continent lacking capital, lacking skills, lacking infrastructure, lacking technology, and waiting for others to close the gaps. The gaps are real, and it would be irresponsible to minimize them, but this framing has too often concealed the assets already in our hands, fragmented our ambitions into small national compartments, and encouraged us to negotiate from the limits imposed on us rather than from the possibilities we can create together. A reset begins when we stop asking only what Africa lacks and begin organizing at scale what Africa already possesses. We possess a young and increasingly connected population, large pools of domestic savings, abundant natural resources, rapidly growing cities, expanding regional markets and institutions with substantial knowledge and convening power. Yet, these assets do not automatically become productive capacity. A mineral in the ground is not an industrial strategy. A young population is not automatically a demographic dividend. Savings that leave the continent do not finance African development. A market divided by borders and incompatible systems does not acquire scale merely because we call it continental. Mindset change must therefore be expressed through organization, discipline, and execution.